Hello everyone, welcome to my normal recording spot. You guys don't see this often, but this is where I record 98% of my videos. Today we are talking about my video, The Endangered Zone, the Squirrel episode. This is supposed to be a kind of a commentary track, so it's a little bit different than most of my videos, but this isn't going up on the main channel. This will just be for you guys. But with that being said, we're just gonna, clap it over and hit play. Benjamin Lucky short, that's me, starring Benjamin Lucky, that's also me. So, my plan for this, when I first envisioned this several months ago now, 4 months ago when I filmed this, what I wanted was the opening to be kind of like, anime-esque or music video-esque, where it was just cutting forward, but it was just setting that up. We realized that it was going to be 10 shots, 20 shots. When I say we, it was just me, and then my little brother was over at the park, like right down the street, which was like maybe 20 feet away. But every time that I would change the camera, he would run over and be like, okay, it's recording now, and then run off again. I try to make these things efficient, but also, put a good story together when I think about sketches and stuff. This isn't my first episode of The Endangered Zone. I've had previous episodes. They're all privated now. But the feel of it is supposed to be this awkwardness kind of thing and kind of thrown together, which makes sense because that's kind of what it is. So but it just felt like too much, just shot after shot after shot. It was gonna be like, I don't know, we were already out there for 2 hours filming this whole thing. Anyways,
my name's Steven.
Also, the cut right there.
I don't know a lot about
so I didn't know how to lead into these shots anymore. Like, I didn't want to use some kind of fade every single time. So the jump cuts were, it felt right.
It's the middle of winter though, so they could all be sleeping. The woods are filled with a lot of scary things, but squirrels are not scary.
Okay, I want to stop it there. So I want to talk about dialogue for a quick second. The dialogue, I had bullet points written down for like certain things. That's how most of my comedy sketches work. Whenever I made them, we'd have, when I say we, my old roommates and I used to make these videos together. We'd have bullet points we'd want to hit, but the scripts weren't full scripts. That was not really my style. So learning that throughout the past couple of years now has been cool for me because it's not like a thing that I do necessarily. But for this video, I also had bullet points because I know I was trying to hit a time limit. I know if I had a script, I'm just gonna spend too much time thinking to myself about the words that I need to say and not the words that I want to say, or to get me the story pushing forward. So a lot of the awkwardness and stuff, although that is super ham-fisted that's kind of a natural personality trait that I can kind of just go into. So with that, it flows really nice when I'm improvising and stuff like that. And if I just try to be awkward during a written segment, I guess it feels a lot less natural. It feels even more awkward because I'm faking being awkward, and that's not necessarily a thing that, I don't know, it sounds weird, it is weird, but that's just how I feel about it. If you want to do awkward funny, you can't ham-fist awkward. You have to be just naturally awkward, I guess. Or you can be ham-fist awkward, but written down awkwardness does not work, at least in my opinion.
Squirrels live in trees like this one. There's no squirrels in here. Now with that being said, there's no squirrels in here.
The cut to the hand right there with the knocking and stuff, that wasn't in any of the other cuts. All the previous cuts you could see still on this channel, so if you want to go watch how this kind of progressed through everything as it grew, which I guess it's not grew because I cut it down a bunch. But if you want to see how this progressed forward over the months or the weeks of this class, you can see that I didn't push forward to the hand and any of the other cuts, just because I don't know, it didn't flow well, I guess, when I had it previously. And then I was like, it's funny enough where if it just has like a really bad cut to the hand knocking for a second, it'd be cool. I was gonna put a sound effect, which is not really a thing that I like to do, but it would have been funnier, I think. Just a little afterthought, I guess.
So, come on.
So, come on. I should have took the keys out of my pocket. My lanyard in the back saying Sekiro is... I don't know. It takes me out. I really like this shot after I colored it a bit. I turned some of the greens up, turned some of the reds down. There was a lot of orange in the leaves that are just not appealing to my eye. I don't know. I wanted to feel the warmness like it was summer, but it was too much orange, I guess, in the frame.
I guess they really
but it wasn't summer. It was super cold out. I remember that. Before we leave this, I want to talk about that too. I didn't want to feel like it was cold, so between takes I was like shivering and stuff. It was like 20 degrees in the middle of December when I filmed this. Squirrels are hibernating. I'm pretty sure they're hibernating, because with this scene right here, we didn't find any squirrels. We were outside, like I said, for 2 hours, and my brother was at the park, so I was like, yo, if you see a squirrel, yell to me. Don't scare the squirrel, because we haven't seen any squirrels. So I was just waiting around for a squirrel, but it was so cold that I was like, I can't take any more of being outside. I don't do well in the cold, but it's like this video has to be made. But yeah, this whole sitting down and moving forward wasn't originally planned. I was like, oh, we're totally gonna see a squirrel and we're gonna go off that and talk about squirrels and get close-ups of squirrels, and I had this whole elaborate idea for a nature show about squirrels, which is why it's called the Squirrel episode. But we never found any squirrels, and that's the reality of trying to film, I guess, in the middle of winter when there's no mammals. Yeah, it was a real bummer, all that work. So let's go back before we... So this whole, like, sitting down part, I took that bullet point aspect right there and rewrote some bullet points where I wanted to hit. But this backyard, I was like, oh, this isn't long enough yet, so we need to go back home, and I'll think of an ending, I guess, to this video. And I filmed it the next day, I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly. But it's cold, it's windy. Still no squirrels, and my backyard is filled with squirrels right now, which is the plan, to re-record all of this and remake it all, and actually have the squirrels in the video. But there was no squirrels in my backyard. There's actually a highway in the back, so a lot of that wind is also car noise, which I couldn't cut out because it was just, my audio is so drowned out. But since this is the next day and my little brother would have been probably at school, set up the shot. And sometimes I use my brother as a reference, especially like we'll going back to the beginning of the video. To have me be able to be seen all the way down at the tree, I needed him to stand all the way down at the tree. I was like, okay, well, I see you perfectly. Okay, here's my mark, go play. I focused in on that, hit record, and walked all the way back down to the tree, or walked back in frame and everything. But yeah, we didn't see any squirrels, and it was a real bummer. So a lot of this looked blurry because I didn't have that frame of reference. I should have got something, but I didn't have anything like a balloon or something that would have given me like a head frame so I could like zoom into it. So I got the trees looking really nice in the background, but my face is blurry as hell and you can't see my eyes, and that's a shame because I really like my eyes.
This episode was a little bit of a botch.
Which is true. I was really mad about not being able to see a squirrel, but I guess I would have thought better. If I made an episode about birds, I guess it would have made sense, because there was just a lot of birds. Remember that? That's the Endangered Zone, the squirrel episode. Usually what I would do with the Endangered Zone episodes, they were like 20-minute long videos, and they were a lot more intense. And when I was first recording them back when I had roommates and stuff, it was more angsty, more vulgar. The flow was a lot more cut and keep going, just raising stakes. There's an episode that we drank like hot sauce and stuff like that. Just weird stuff that was just strange. But this was a lot more, I guess, tame, and making it 2 minutes, I felt like made it flow better, in my opinion. It works well with the characters that I like, or the kind of characters that I like to play as and write as with like the Cooking with Ronnie video that I did a while ago and stuff for class and everything. So that's the end of the commentary, I guess, of the Endangered Zone, the squirrel episode with me, Benjamin Lucky, starring Benjamin Lucky, directed by, edited by, you saw the credits or whatever. Yeah. It's been fun, guys. It's been real. Peace out, Cub Scouts. Bye.